Hello, welcome in, welcome in. I think it's welcome in. God. Happy Thursday? Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Stephanie and Hazelnut Vanilla and Stink. Welcome in. So I know Rosie went live yesterday and did a banger of a makeup look. Hello, welcome in. And hi, Frosty. Hi, Jarella. Hi, Lizu. And then there are some Zachary Michael videos that I wanted to watch too. Have you guys seen the one him making the grape salad? Yeah, I've seen the live like 6 times now. Oh, she's just interesting. Hi, Tebe. She loves her blue eyeshadow. I don't think blue is a good look for her. Hi, LaFay. All right, so you guys want to watch Zachary Michael recreating the grape salad? Okay. All right, I just need to share it in my chat. I think that's it. Okay. Nope, that's the wrong. I'm in the wrong screen. How do I get out of here? I've messed up. Okay, here it is.
Back to my channel. Who is that they, them on my...
All right. So Zachary Michael is used to Midwest salads, he says, and here he is recreating.
Screen. Hi, welcome to me. Sorry, I got my laptop up here because I was doing research. I was rewatching the vlog, Texas Vlog 6, where she makes the grape salad. Today we're making Rosie's grape salad. I just got done plucking the grapes and washing them, actually. They're in this little colander and they're a little wet.
I love his kitchen. His kitchen is very, very cute. Just saying.
And also, I have some concerns about the grapes. I just need to be honest right from the get-go. One, I originally was gonna make this like a year ago. A week ago. And unfortunately...
Yeah, I love that they're sitting for this. Like, oh, it has to be true to form.
I didn't get to it. My family was visiting. I really wanted my mom to try my grape salad. And by my grape salad, I mean Rosie's. And I didn't. So I have gone through and we have squeezed as many of the grapes as we can to make sure that they're perfect grape texture, consistency, etc. I didn't do that in the store.
I think I would have cut the grapes in half as well. I don't know. I'd feel like I might choke if I took a spoonful of grapes.
I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't something that happened in the store, but it was something that I just did this moment to decide if I could still use these. Some of them look like they're about to become raisins, and that just is what it is. But the other thing is I didn't realize, I was just watching this back. She said she had 3 to 4 pounds of grapes. I don't think I had that many.
I think I have 3 pounds of grapes instead of 4. There's a little light on the sour cream.
Now listen, I have my trash right over here. I guess I could see what this said. How much did this say this were in these grapes? Now girl.
I love how they're rolling. Oh God. Just a second. Okay, stop. I put you on do not disturb.
I can't figure it out. It doesn't say on here how many pounds were in here. Wash before use may contain edible edible seed trace. What do you know about his seed being traceable and edible? Says taste to believe. Well, girl, I can't imagine this is 3 to 4 pounds. But I do got 1 block of sour cream. I got 16 ounces of sour cream, but apparently this is 16 ounces and you only need 8. So here's the thing always about me recreating recipes over here, okay, divas? One, it's been a while. Let's just be real honest about that. It's been a while, but this was highly requested. Highly requested that I do this. Also, sorry that I couldn't get the aesthetic of dirty dishes in this.
Our grapes are expensive. I think Costco is the best deal, and it's like $13, but it's a big container of them. Probably like 2 pounds, maybe more. A kilogram. Yeah, 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds.
My bad. I know that's going to take away from the authenticity of what we're doing here today, but I hope you all can find it in your hearts to forgive me. God, where was I? Oh,
No, this is Zachary Michael.
She didn't really truly measure anything. The closest she got to an accurate measurement is that she put the whole block of cream cheese in the bowl.
First things first, I took a block of sour cream. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Philadelphia cream cheese.
Not Zachary Michael putting cows in the back. And a cow wrangler, a cowboy wrangling cows in the back. I see you.
There's 1 block in here.
But I don't know, since I can't imagine this. This is not 3 to 4 pounds. So I'm like, do I just half this? It doesn't seem like we need the whole thing, you know? But what do I know? She's the chef. I'm just trying to learn. Oh, this is the thing I was gonna say. I promise I took my medicine today.
So Scarletter tried this salad and didn't like it. Who else tried it? Can't think.
This thing I was going to say, if you've never watched one of these, I love and adore all the engagement. Okay, divas? The comments I always get on videos like this is, 1, people telling me how I should have made it. And I'm like, well, divas, you can tell me all the things you want, but I'm trying to just recreate somebody else's recipe. So your suggestions on how to make this better don't really do a whole lot for me outside of provide positive engagement for the channel. So please do actually still leave them. Yeah, I'm just going to do half a block. Because I think I have at most a pound. I feel like Rosie would probably be the kind of girly that's like, well, we're still going to put a whole block of cream cheese.
So I think in my mind, like the grape salad tastes good. The thing that throws me off is the sour cream and just the sprinkle of brown sugar on top. Those are the 2 things that like completely throw me off.
There, but I can't be asked. I will say, if you're getting blocks of cream cheese, the way to go really is truly the Philadelphia. The knockoff really isn't it, but listen, I shop at Aldi. That's what we got. Oh, here, I'll contribute something to the dirty dish pile. Ooh, I got cream cheese on my finger. I feel like that's what Rosie would do. She would just...
But I think the Snickers salad sounds like amazing. Snickers and apples and whipped topping or something.
Lick it off. All right. So then, this is the thing. She said 8 ounces of sour cream, and she also said sometimes people put mayo in it.
Half this container is 8 ounces, so I'm gonna add 8 ounces of sour cream to the creme cheese. Some people put mayo in their grape salad, which, like, I mean, live your truth, king and queen, I guess, or king or queen, I guess. You know, like, live your truth.
Mayo. Nope. I don't think mayo would go good.
But no, thank you.
If you don't know about grape salad, for me, it's so Midwestern. I mean, I've never had it. I've also been told it is very Southern as well. Sorry, if you see me rolling off over this direction, it's because my trash can is right there. But in the Midwest, where I'm from, we put all kinds of things together. call it a salad. I think I mentioned when she was making this in this video and I was reacting, a thing called Snicker salad. Y'all ever had Snicker salad? That's a fave that my family loves to bring to it. And it's actually, I would guess, I've never made it myself, but I would guess pretty similar to this, except instead of like grapes, you got apples and Snickers, Snicker bars. So anyways, she literally, I just watched her like literally do this. Oh, that was loud. Now this isn't giving.
I mean, I've made those Snickers before too, like with the dates and the peanut butter and the chocolate. They're pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty fire.
Sour cream. Is this old? You know, if this is a true. No, it smells like sour cream, but do not take a whiff of sour cream. What the fuck was I thinking? It smells like sour cream is supposed to smell, but this does say, oh, Best By July 1st, 2026. Oh, we got plenty of time. Oh, and then she just, listen, again, doesn't measure anything. She just took some vanilla extract and she went, oh, this ain't never been opened. I must have bought this because this was already, I did not buy this for this recipe, but I must have bought this for a recipe or something at some point. Because one thing I'm not doing is bake.
One of my favorite salads, and it was big in like, I think the 80s or 90s maybe. But it's called like a 7-layer salad. It doesn't have any sugar in it. But like you have like your lettuce and your veggies and your like peppers or whatever. And then the top layer is frozen peas, and then a layer of like Miracle Whip or mayo. And then I think they put like a sprinkle of like cheese on top or bacon bits or whatever you want to put on top of it. But the frozen peas, like they thaw a little bit, but they're really cold. It just hits with that mayo and the rest of the veggies. It's really good, but we don't add sugar to it that I can remember.
Which is really the primary use for vanilla extract, right? Anyways, she just went boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, peas.
Bloop, bloop. Yeah, that looks good to me, dog.
Oh. Feels about right. Oh, and then sugar. I guess I'm just gonna get another, let's just dirty another spoon. Because she said it was supposed to have like 1/4 of a cup, but then she just dug in. Now, I gotta say, it is so inconvenient to be doing all of this, you know, like sitting down. Because I'm gonna sit here and try to stir this, and it's gonna be a mess. She had a spoon and she just put in 2 scoops.
That's enough.
Which again, I think she had way more grapes, way more everything, so I probably didn't actually need 2 scoops. But you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So then you're supposed to mix this all together and then like combine all of these ingredients together. There ain't no way. Also, did she use a hand mixer? I can't remember. Or, well, she probably had Remy do it, right? Here, honestly, we're going to do this because this is going to be... Ooh, that vanilla does smell good. I feel like I should have let the cream cheese get softer. I'm already tired. I can't do this. Whip it. Ooh, should I get a whisk? Would a whisk help? She didn't show this part in the video, I promise. I just watched it.
I will come back when it's done, and we'll go from here.
And I'm guessing that's because she just had Remy do it, and at the time she wasn't showing Remy on camera. The cream cheese is still getting chunky, though. I don't know. How do I know if this is going to be enough? It has to be enough, surely. Like, look, but the cream cheese is still chunky.
I just don't know about the mayo. The mayo and sour cream is just throwing me off.
What am I doing? I said I was going to stop doing these. I do have a dietitian who I haven't been blocked by yet, and I told her, listen, I take pictures of my food and we talk about them on a near weekly basis. And I said, listen, Diva, do not be alarmed when you see something called grape salad. I just don't think I have an electric mixer. I feel like an electric mixer would be so much more helpful. Let me go look over here. Oh, I do! I'm zooming back. I do have an electric mixer, no worries. I've just clearly never used it before because I don't even know how to get this off. Divas, what is this? Grape Salad 2 Electric Boogaloo. This is a whole ordeal, okay? You just gotta get into it. I don't even know if this is how she did it, like I said.
I don't think she used a mixer. Did she have like Remy help her? Sorry, my kids are just getting their dinner. I just have to mute myself.
But this is going to be easier for me and my family. Let's get this off the spoon because we're going to want all of that goodness in there, I think. Am I breathing heavy? I promise I'm not doing that as a bit if I'm breathing heavy. Maybe well, wait, I don't want to get, this one is less dirty, so add that to the dirty dishes. Oh God, I have a rug in here and I keep getting my rolly chair caught on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit up to do this. All right, oh God, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous about fucking this up. I gotta stand up. I'm gonna just set my laptop on the stove, no big deal. It's so loud. Oh no, oh no. Wait, get in there. How do they not fall out? Look. Oh God. Oh, okay. Work. Yes, mama. It's not looking smooth. Are we sure this is all I had to put in here? It's looking chunky. Well, I don't think it's gonna get mixed much more than this. Should I take a lick of the, now I can't get them off? What do you know about not being able to get them off? Y'all able to get your days in friends off? Into the sink. Back to sitting. All right, I'm dumping the grapes in. Oh, they're still a little wet. Put the condiment in the trash. And now we're mixing. Now, here's the thing. I'm filming all of this right now, but you are supposed to also let it marinate in the fridge. So God, I keep smelling sour cream. Oh, I definitely have more than enough mixture in here. In fact, I would guess maybe too much. I should have listened carefully when I went to the grocery store and bought grapes because I know I needed 3 to 4 pounds. Divas, look at this. Look at these cum balls. Just covered. This is what happens when you get them off.
Ew, that looks so gross in there.
Okay. Ah! I need to spoon the rest so I don't.
I think if you cut the grapes in half, you might get more sweetness in it, maybe. A little bit of extra juice. You got everything, bud?
So I don't get anything wet. Wet? No. So I don't get. Listen, I got plenty of spoons. That's a later Zach problem. Okay, the last thing you gotta do is top it. You gotta top it with brown sugar.
Basically, I've done everything except put the nuts on top. That's all the brown sugar.
Oh God, this is so hard. Oh fuck. I didn't think it was gonna get hard like that because this isn't real brown sugar. It's Truvia Sweet Complete brown with a hint of molasses. This is what Rosie would do though. Break it up. Wait, actually, though, that works. Actually, though, it's soft now. I'm a cooking genius. Let me just get another spoon. Now, she didn't in the video, at least. And also, she's made Greek salad in other live streams or videos, and she made it different. I'm strictly going off of the Texas vlog. But yeah, she didn't say how much of this she put in, so I'm just gonna, whoop. Oh, it's still kind of firm. Oh, should I just crumble?
Yeah, just crumble it. And the fact that this brown sugar is just sitting on top is what bugged me so much.
Oh, my hands are going to be so gross, but that does work a lot better. This is also a Rosie move. Listen, I'm the only one eating this, so it's fine. Should I wash my hands or should I pull a Rosie? Just trust me that I've totally washed my hands off camera. And here's pecans.
This is about half a cup. I just didn't want to waste a bunch of money and buy a bunch of nuts he wasn't going to eat, so I just got something like that would work for this recipe.
Listen, I did get into the pecan bag because sometimes I have yogurt. Sometimes I eat a little yogurt and granola, and I've been adding a little pecan to it. I'm just gonna throw it in my mouth.
Maybe a caramel
drizzle. All right, so
drizzle.
just sprinkling some pecans.
Yeah, caramel drizzle might be good. I guess PG made one, and she had whipped topping instead of like the sour cream and cottage cheese. So it's just like whipped topping and grapes. And I don't know if there was some sugar maybe. But like that makes sense. That just is like fruit and whipped cream, whipped topping.
I think she said she just got like those little like individual portioned pecan snack bags. I think she said she should have gotten more, but we're gonna leave it at that. And that's really it for right now. That's what it looks like. That's
Oh my
That's
God.
what it looks like. Again, we gotta let it at least marinate for
I don't know. Do you think marinating helps the brown sugar not taste so grainy?
a little bit. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and then maybe I'll go back and try it at my desk
Strawberry.
in my office after
He's
this.
rubbing his face.
Right. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, thanks. See you soon. All right, Divas. It's actually like 2 full days later or something like that. I don't know. To be honest, I got busy. And I really felt like this needed to be really truly marinated in the fridge. And girls, it's cold. It's cold. Now I do feel like maybe I shouldn't have. Let's not try to wrinkle that too much. Oh, also, what's perfect to go with grape salad? But y'all know how I like to get the strawberry waters from Aldi. They got the.
Ooh, a white grape sparkling water? That actually sounds pretty good.
white grape salad. The white grape salad. They got the white grapes.
I used to love white grape juice as a kid, but like we'd half and half it with water.
Sodies, like sparkling waters.
Like the smell of it brings back my childhood. I used to babysit some kids across the street that they drank that a lot, and it's just the smell is so nostalgic.
I haven't had it in the white grape flavor in so long. It still hits. Listen, the other night I opened up a strawberry one, and I think they changed the formula. Is that crazy? Is it crazy that I think they changed the formula? It tastes like strawberries and cream. It tastes like a fucking cream saver from, I don't know, when we were young. But anyways, this is it, unmixed up. I'm gonna mix it up now because I feel like, oh, she's thick. Oh dear. Oh, Diva, she's thick. Oh, she's thick. Okay. It doesn't smell bad. I will say, another thought I had since making this is back in the day, my mom used to make a dip that we specifically, she called it a fruit dip, but we almost always exclusively ate it with grapes. It's why grapes were always like one of my favorite fruits growing up, because if we had grapes, almost for a fact. What am I trying to say? I gotta say, I played gay softball today, and this is only week 2 of gay softball, and it really took me the fuck out in terms of like energy. But if we had grapes, it almost for sure meant that my mom was also gonna make that dip, and I loved it. And the dip, I'm pretty sure the dip at the time, all it was like cream cheese mixed with marshmallow fluff. And so then I started thinking, it can't be that different than this. It can't be that. Well, this has a little bit more sugar. Well, it just has straight up sugar. Wait, okay. All right. Should I put this in a separate bowl? I kind of don't want more than one grape at a time. Guys, I'm actually kind of nervous.
Yeah, don't be careful. One grape at a time, Zach, because they're pretty big grapes. I don't want any choking.
I don't know why. I can still, even though it's been a couple days, I can still, in my brain, remember how I got that whiff of sour cream and kind of like, I don't know if y'all remember that. For y'all, it literally just happened, but now I'm like, ooh, I don't know. This has sour cream in it. That's the only part that really actually gets me, if we're being honest. Otherwise, I just expect this to be like sweet and creamy. And honestly, sometimes people do put sour cream in like sweet things, and it turns out fine. Let me just try it. Let me just shut the fuck up and try it. Y'all aren't gonna like what I gotta say, but let's make sure it wasn't a fluke. This one has 2 smaller grapes on it.
Kind of likes it.
If I was Rosie, what kind of noise would I make right now to convey how I feel about this? Well, maybe not that enthusiastically, but I really hate to say it. I'm not mad. Would I make this to try to impress like potential suitors' family when I meet them for the first time? Well, probably not. And like, do I really need?
Yeah, would you make it for potential suitors' family? Is the question. Would you make it to seal the deal? Probably not.
Need this fucking much? Well, no. But Divas, it's not bad. I just listen, it's got to be the Midwestern in me. It's because it's very Midwest coded. Okay, we gotta wrap it up. I don't have to sit here and keep eating it. But Divas, listen, all the people think I'm too harsh on Miss Rosie. How often do we see her eat a fruit? Right, Tim? It's covered in cream cheese and sour cream, but I can't be too mad about it, Like, I gotta jump in.
Oh yeah, ambrosia.
What's just one more bite? One more bite. Yeah. I'll share with you all. One more bite. One more bite. Take a bite. Sour candy. Okay. Yeah. Yup. We're doing it. Y'all, I'm so fucking pissed. Put that shit away. Get that shit away from me. Will I make this on the regular? Probably not, but I gotta be so honest, I'm not mad.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this adventure with me trying
that sweet broccoli salad. That was a very common one.
Trying.
My mom still makes that one. Okay. Now, let me stop sharing first. Now, I wanted to see. Oh God, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Oh, I think I lost you guys. Did I lose you guys? No. I wanted to see his response to when Rosie was recreating the narrative about her being in a psychotic state. Okay, let me just share it. Okay, this is that one.
Zach, and welcome back
Ooh.
to my channel. Hey everybody, hi, hello, it's me, Zach. Hi, welcome to me. Hi, hey. So yesterday I did in fact film a reaction to the Texas vlog number 8, where her and Remy went on the most romantic of dates to the axolotl breeder, and also where she went to eat Texas barbecue, and she edited out her eating messy ass sandwiches, but didn't edit out the part where she had like sauce all over her face.
You guys can hear me and everything fine still?
So if you didn't catch that already, because I think I'm going to try to upload this the same day.
Actually, no, that's not the truth.
I go to a therapy appointment, and I started a new sewing class yesterday. And I do think she was looking for another reactor to become super parasocial with and then get mad. Because she did it to me. She did it to the other Zach, the Australian Zach, Pulpy Syntax. And, it was just a matter of time before she was going to do it to Gabe. So I'm glad Gabe got ahead of that. Anyways, let's talk about the axolotl stuff just real quick, because and I'm not going to do the reaction to it because, like I said, I have watched that part. I haven't watched the part about me or reaction channels. But the axolotl stuff was just so fascinating because you could tell. And listen, it's always okay. It's always okay to like change your mind and change your opinion once you get new information, right? Like it's totally fine to get information from people on the internet and be like, wow, yeah, maybe I made a mistake. In fact, I think more people should do that, right? And
except for Rosie didn't really fess up to making a mistake. Like she kind of doubled down at the end. Like she's like, well, we didn't spend any money and we're going to go to a cheaper place anyways. Do you know what I mean? Like
to that extent, like I feel like maybe a little bit that's what Rosie was trying to do, except for the fact that her whole part of talking about this was like, no, guys, what you didn't see is that I actually was kind of hesitant once we got there. It seemed kind of concerning to me how these axolotls were living and were in these tanks and things like that. I just didn't include it because I was feeling uncertain. It was a bad pain day.
Yeah, nobody believed. Okay, I'm going to pray to the gods that I'm still going to have my internet in just a second.
I want to talk about Axolotl Planet for a second. I got like a lot of shit for that. I want to start at the top by saying we didn't spend a dime when we went to Axolotl. We did a good amount of research and we were looking at different things, and we happened to see there was, within very easy driving distance, what I thought was going to be like an axolotl pet store. That was my impression. And in the research, if you actually look up the company, they have a very positive reputation online. The only like negative feedback anybody had is that they're not with the axolotl heads, which is essentially the heritage line of an axolotl, which can be a huge red flag and an indicator of potentially getting an unhealthy axolotl. However, almost the majority, if not almost all, of the axolotls that are purchased are healthy. So I had no idea what I was walking into. I was surprised by the lack of enrichment. As I was walking around, I was like trying to like think about it and like figure it out. As someone who was in the process of learning, is not an expert on axolotls, doesn't know a lot just from some general research, because that was one of our first steps in the process, was going to Axolotl Planet. I agree with the fact that I thought it was weird that they didn't have like enrichment in the tanks and that everything looked so barren. And in the moment, what I thought to myself was like, well, they're the experts. Like, I don't know what this is. I guess this is less of a pet store and just more of like a storage warehouse for the axolotls. And as I said in the vlog, like the whole back wall was already sold. I even, like, before I went live again, I even double checked because I thought I was going crazy. Like, Axolotl Planet has like a 4.8 star rating. Like, there's no accusations of them being breeders or the equivalence of a puppy mill for axolotls. Like, all this shit that was going on in my comments, right? And I know I get a lot of shit just because I breathe it on me, but like,
see, like her little apology here might have passed. She might have gotten a little bit of sympathy until she says, I get a lot of shit on the internet just because I'm me. So now all of a sudden it feels very inauthentic again. Do you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, like, I didn't spend any money there, and and the website looks really legit too. Exactly. That's what the one thing I wish I had done differently is
Hi, Rex.
I threw out a half-hearted,
Hi,
like,
Megan.
check them out if you're in the area comment, and I wish I had the foresight to edit that part out, because that's a part of my contribution to that scenario that I feel like probably wasn't for the best. People giving you shit are probably the same people that don't question where the fast food meat comes from.
Yeah, and she could have edited it out at the end. Ooh, what a screen pause.
My point is, like, he and I are not planning on moving forward with getting an axolotl for like a hot minute, because like we still have more research to do and we still have more to learn, and like chillers are.
He was super happy in that store. Like, she was living her best life. She was excited. She was having pictures taken. She was talking. She was asking lots of questions. She was pointing things out to Remy. Like, she's not giving out the same vibes. Like, she's not giving out this not good vibes. Like, she was giving out it's good vibes.
Expensive, so it's just going to be like a thing of making sure that he has most of the setup that he needs already, but just making sure that he gets the right kind of stuff. And because there was not a single post anywhere about this place being dilapidated, or honest to God, like, and maybe if you dig harder than I did and you find it, like, let me know. They literally pop up as the first link if you Google ethical axolotl breeder, so anyone would be fooled unless they walked in, sadly. And they do seem to ship them out mostly. Yeah, and they're only open 3 days a week for about 5 hours, which I thought was also odd. So I just would like to state that, like, I was
Yeah, as soon as walking in, I'd be like, something's not right here.
surprised, but I also was going
Like most
in
people.
and operating around the function of, like, I'm not the expert. I'm deferring to people who are supposedly experts. And there maybe were some questions I could have asked if I had thought to ask them. But also, guys, like, as I saw on the vlog, it was a high pain day. And I was just not really interested in, like, getting into the super nitty gritty of it, because we weren't planning to buy anything anyway. And it was meant to be educational, and I just wanted to go see some axolotls. Like, oh, you're there too.
Guys, I have a poll to do. So, Rosie has deleted all of her Instagram stories from the last 3 years, or even more. Like, you know how she had all those stories, kind of like a playlist. Just wait, I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Keep doing lives. So she has erased all her Instagram stuff, all of it. And I have a feeling that because she's getting a lot of eyes on her, especially like Jordy is now, and Mr. Snowflake is going to, and the Ankle Husband, and Charlie and Yaba. Like, a lot of bigger creators are now got our eyes on her. And we know, Roz, that when the heat's on her and she's getting lots of criticisms and she's getting lots of reactions, she takes a break. Last time it was like 3 months, and then it was like 2 months over Christmas. Well, that one doesn't really count because I think she was with Remy that whole time. But Rosie deletes and takes breaks when she gets too much criticism. So do you guys think that she is going to, keep on doing her vlogs and her filming because she might be getting more views? Or do you think she's going to take a break? I have a feeling my vote is take a break.
They're fun. Like, that was the thought process. So as someone who very, very vehemently loves and adores animals, I take that kind of stuff seriously. And I just feel like if you're not going and looking up, like, and verifying your claims, comparing them to a puppy mill is wild. That's wild. Like, I think that they're a small business, and, like, I didn't want to be disrespectful towards a small business as someone who.
Well, as witnessed when she was demonetized, like, she doesn't really need to make a lot of money because her parents have been subsidizing her. And I think now that Remy is buying her shampoo and stuff, and he'll probably pay her phone bill, like, do you think that she won't mind taking a break?
Can fully claim that I'm not an expert and I don't know these things.
And that's the part I take issue with, because girl, let's just be very clear. If that's really how you were feeling, you should have included that in the video. But I also think that is revisionist history. Now that people are saying like, ooh, that place looks shady. It doesn't look like they're taking care of their axolotls well. Because let's just be clear, in the original vlog, you say, this place is cool.
Hello.
This is cool. Well, I wasn't really what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting more. It's just a service station.
Yeah.
You, in this live stream, sat and talked about how much alleged research you did. and you still seem really uninformed, because a person, a YouTube channel called Diary of a Recovering Fatty, informed me of a community tab post that she shared, where she shared a link directly from a blog posted by Axolotl Planet, the specific place she went to. And even on their own website, it says that their appropriate housing for axolotls
is very new. Like, I just checked today and it was all gone. So I don't know. I didn't check yesterday. So within the last couple of days, she's done that.
Include hides and enrichment, caves, PVC, plants that show the breeders understand stress reduction. Those tanks had nothing in it. Nothing in it.
As a very quick note, I will say there are many differing opinions.
And I think that she has a few pay pigs, or whatever they're called, kind of like Foodie does, that pay her behind the scenes as well.
In my comment section of the video where I reacted to the vlog, of people giving differing opinions about what is and isn't acceptable for axolotls. Much like Rosie, I'm not an expert here. I'm doing the best with what I have. I think maybe the larger point here is still that Rosie is doing this revisionist history kind of a thing, where now that she's gotten the feedback, she's trying to say that the whole time she was skeptical of it. Although if you watch the vlog, it didn't seem like she was really all that skeptical.
Rosie does revisionist history all the time. It's like her MO. Like, pretty much anything she gets called out for, she does revisionist history.
Begin with.
And on top of that, your man, Remington Bolt Action Rifle III, left with his card. Left with the business owner's card to get more information later. None of that vlog seemed like you were in any kind of way concerned about what was going on there. And again, it's fine if after the fact you get more information and you're like, wow, yeah. Y'all are right. Y'all are right to be concerned. And in hindsight, looking back, like, I should have been more concerned.
Hi, Andrea.
But to sit here and pretend like you were concerned in the first place is goofy bananas.
Yeah, like, it's such a lie. She wasn't concerned in the first place at all. Like, not at all.
Okay. Not to mention the fact that you were so excited. You were so excited about Axolotl Planet. You mentioned this trip to Axolotl Planet multiple times since returning from Texas.
And like promoted it multiple times.
You mentioned it when Remy himself sent you a Axolotl plushie.
Wait, is this what I think it is? Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not.
I don't remember her getting this axolotl plushie. Is it the goth axolotl?
No, it's not. It's what I think it is! Oh my god! Shut up!
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so cute! Shut up! It's a sunflower axolotl! Shut up!
Oh, the sunflower. Wait, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like the streamer.
Okay,
Rosie's my.
this will make more sense when you see the vlog.
What are you?
On why I'm so excited. Okay, fuck it, I'll just tell you. We went to a place called Axolotl Planet to look at axolotls. And I got him his own stuffed axolotl. You'll see it all in the footage. So cute! Okay, hold on, I gotta take it out of the tissue paper.
Yeah, take it out of the tissue paper so at least we can see it.
And you had all the time in the world to reflect on this. And even, let's say, even if you did start feeling that way and you're like, ooh, maybe I should have included that, you fully already edited that video once, the video of the vlog once, to include the updates about why you were no longer going to be censoring Remy's face. You could have easily, if you were really feeling that way in the moment, you could have recorded a new clip and said, hey, in hindsight, I'm looking back at some of this footage and it doesn't look great.
Yeah, she doesn't, but she never she didn't see it in hindsight. She thought that everyone was going to say, "Oh, look how cool it is. Look at," and yeah, she absolutely had no idea.
I don't know that I trust this place. But you wanted to stand 10 toes down. You wanted to stand on business, and you were loving that place. You were loving that place until you posted that vlog and people started giving you feedback. I think
she was loving that place till she found a cheaper one someplace else.
The more appropriate way to accept feedback that maybe changes your views on the situation would be to say, hey, thank you so much for your concerns about this place that I went to in this vlog. I absolutely see where you all are coming from. I hadn't considered it before. Thanks so much for informing me, and I'll be more thoughtful in the future. Easy peasy. But anyways, just as a reminder, this is the girly that ran with some Reddit speculation that I neglect my dog, and she's so concerned about me neglecting my sweet, darling angel Posefina. And yeah, she loves animals, you guys. She really, really cares about them. So anyways, I have her live stream from yesterday. It was called Organizing My Pantry Vibes, in case you want to go find it on her channel. I have it pulled up to about the 2-hour mark. I will say my moderator that screened this for me did give me a timestamp a little bit later where she does specifically start talking about me. But I scrolled back just a little bit, looked at the transcript to see that she started talking about reaction channels around this time in general. And I feel like that's going to help with some of the context for why she even starts talking about me to be.
God forbid, like Rosie says, we always take everything out of context. So now we're getting the whole context. Like nobody ever takes her out of context.
Again, with if it feels like there's a little bit of extra nonsense that isn't relevant, I apologize. I just want to make sure in terms of like getting the full context, I understand. And from what I understand, like this really is the only part where she talks about me. It wasn't like somebody was talking about me earlier in the stream or things like that. But happy to go back and check other things out if people think I missed something.
See How to Train Your Dragon. We watched that and he was obsessed with it. Honestly, I think the fair reaction channels will 8 to 16. Which ones are those? Because I don't think those exist anymore.
That comes from Puffin_Iron Wolf in the chat. That was a message from them.
I haven't seen them all.
Or the ones I might not know about. The ones I know about suck.
She's so mad. She's so mad.
She just really doesn't want to be a local. Like she really thought that she would barrel into girl world and be like this anti-girl world girl. Do you know what I mean? She wasn't. Be mad. Look at how mad.
There's some that have popped up that I know cover me. I know nothing about them, and I want to say that way.
She's such a liar. She's such a liar.
She knows that there are some that have popped up, but she doesn't know anything about them, just that they popped up. Just that they popped up. Of course. Yeah. Duh.
So, and you know what? If they're not interfering with me and they're not sending their audience to me, cool. Do you, boo. I don't care. But it's the ones that like pick at me and start
not sending their audience to me. Interesting.
Shit. And like are excessive that bother me. Those are the ones that bother me.
And who are those? And who are those, Rosie? Name them. Name them. Because as far as I know, as far as based on what you have said
still up.
Once upon a time, is that you don't even pay attention to the people that are talking about you. So what do you mean? And it's like interesting that she's somehow able to differentiate between the different reaction channels who do the different types of things, even though.
Is anyone giving her positive criticism? I noticed that Obese to Beast hasn't talked about her in a very long time. And Michelle McDonald hasn't talked to her in over a year as well. I don't think there's any positive reaction channels covering her at all.
She allegedly doesn't keep up with any of them or any of us or has anything to do with them.
I know nothing about her. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it though, because reaction channels don't get free promo in my chat. I won't block you for it. I'm not gonna block you. That's crazy, but I'm not gonna keep that.
Oh, so somebody in the chat. I do have the chat pulled up, by the way, but you can't see this message.
Like Rosie asked for good reaction channels, and then the person lists one, and then she removes them.
Anyways, because she deleted it, but it sounds like somebody in the chat talked about somebody, mentioned
Oh,
somebody,
did she?
and this girl
I'll have to
and
look
Rosie
at
was like,
that.
"No, we're not giving free promo. we're not gonna
Yeah.
give free promo."
I really like the grape salad.
Which is kind of crazy because now the Poffin
Really
person
nice
said,
job.
okay, I'm sorry. So it seems like the Poffin person was just responding then to what Rosie had asked, which is, which reaction channels do you think are fair reaction channels? Okay, heaven forbid the person in the chat answer the question you asked, Rosie.
You're good. I think sometimes reaction channels devolve into being more critical of nonsense things, and then they just aren't helpful. You know, they don't care about being helpful. They care about making money. Be so for real, dude. None of them give a shit about helping anymore. And if you're not blocked, dude. I said you're good. What's the next slide? I'm not sure. Oh, might be tomorrow. I don't know. The promises.
Sure, you can set it in Discord.
I must say, when it comes to her point, when it comes to Miss Chantal Marie, when it comes to Amberlynn Reed, and honestly, when it comes to Rosie at this point, no, I'm not interested in helping any of them.
I'm gonna speed it up.
No, I'm surely not. The time where I believe that any of these people that and I have a
hey, Farron. So, I don't know. They also don't consider the audience that they cultivate. A lot of people in this audience.
Oh, Andrea, interesting.
Fuck that. And that's the thing is, none of them fucking own the fact that half the time the shit that they say that I'm just speculating, I'm just doing this. Yeah, well, the dumbass, not all of them. Some of the dumbasses that watch you take that shit as fucking fact and then come to me in my DMs, come to me in my comments and start spewing shit that is not based in reality as if it's fact because they believe the creator that they themselves have a parasocial relationship with.
Oh, the parasocial relationship. Oh.
And Rosie's idea of reaction channels is kind of like she either sees them as all good or all bad. Kind of like the person in the airport who was a fan is all good, and the person that saw them at Dairy Queen and took a picture is all bad. And how reaction channels that criticize her are all bad, and reaction channels that give her positive encouragement are all good.
The parasocial relationship, mind you, she wants to talk about the audience that people cultivate. Mind you, she was once a part of these audiences. She was cultivated. She was a part of it. She wants to separate herself from all of that as if she wasn't trying to be my number one fan and stand in my DMs. Please be so serious. And then she talked about,
and how Rosie got into Girl World is that she emailed and messaged Obese to Beast and Michelle McDonald and the whatever podcast, and we're all insane. Like, she reached out to all these creators. They didn't find her. She reached out to them. And she's been in lots of creators like DMs.
All these fans come to my DMs. Girl, were you not going to Amberlynn's DMs, to Tommy's DMs, etc., based on the shit that you were reading and speculating about on the internet? I need you to be so for real. And again, maybe now with context, maybe with new life experience, etc., you've changed your mind about that, but you're acting like you're brand fucking new over here, diva.
And it's just like this vicious fucking cycle, you know? So, yeah, I respect that. I don't need yes men, believe it or not. That's not what I'm looking for.
Oh,
I just, again, for me, it's if you wanna.
Rosie saying I don't need yes men. Rosie only has yes men in her chat. If you are not a yes man, then you are booted. How many people got the boot yesterday? At least 2 that have been in her chat quite regularly.
I think I even said, like, I don't know names of specifics, so that's why I just went ahead and deleted it once you clarified it. And some go IRL, which is scary. It's fucking terrifying. Yes, it is. That seems rough. As a creator, what do you find is most helpful to not get drawn into engaging with them?
Yeah,
I've taken a lot of practice. I'm a very reactive person.
You are.
Yeah. That's something I've done a lot of therapy to work on, and believe it or not, I've gotten a lot better at. Like,
I believe it or not, I'm gonna go with not. I'm gonna go with not. I'm gonna go with not because, girl, you're getting ready to. You're getting ready to give me attention when I wasn't even asking for it.
Zach is so good at shading her. Like, so good at it.
I'm just over here minding my business. I'm not trying to engage with you like that. You're about to respond to something I said or did. This is the same girly who every time every time something happens to her offline, she comes and gives that attention to it online. I assume every time. She's done it so many times. I would be in disbelief if I found out that there was something that happened to her offline and she didn't come and tell us about it, because
as a person, and I definitely still make mistakes, and I definitely have backslid. And so I can even specifically point to the years 2023 and 2025. Different things that happened in those years.
Yeah,
where I
down
backslid
the
and made mistakes, you know. But as much as they say acknowledging the drama is the problem, it's just as much them creating the space for those people who take shit too far.
Clock that, T. Oh, is she not going to say that?
And that's the thing is, when I've gotten quieter and they get bored, they get worse.
Oh my God. She really thinks that she's doing something when she says she's gotten quieter. Like, she really thinks that she's actually doing something. And nobody really knows what she's doing. Like, nobody really notices that she gets quieter or she acts her authentic self. Nobody, like, she thinks that we're all clocking this for her. Like, and I really don't even understand what she's talking about, because she comes on and rages, and, you know, she doesn't rage quite like Foodie, but she gets mad at her audience. She gets mad at every reaction channel.
Until I see something. It's exhausting.
She gets super passive aggressive.
It's cruel, it's unfair, and I'm tired of pretending that it's not.
Listen, just to be clear, what's interesting is I have a number of people that say that I'm too harsh on Rosie. There was just somebody that commented on one of my last Rosie, the video where she accidentally showed Remy's face, and I talked about that. Somebody commented on there and was like, I don't understand why you give Amber Lynn so many free passes, but you're so harsh to Rosie. And I was just like, that's so interesting to me, because one, I haven't been giving Amber Lynn any free passes lately. She literally had a co-host who made threats to my life. So that is not somebody that I fuck with. She had nothing to say about that. I'm not okay with Amber Lynn, so she can get fucked. But two is like, I have absolutely come to Rosie's defense when it was necessary and when it was warranted. Again, let me repeat, the cam guy that harasses her and goes in real life with her all the time is a loser. He is a weirdo. And you can tell, because anytime I ever bring him up in a video, he finds his way into the comments and says the weirdest shit, because he's weird and he's a loser. And his whole online reality is shaped around hating Rosie, and it somehow has impacted his mental processing, and he's allowed it to ruin his life. Yeah, I agree. That is unacceptable, and I will absolutely defend Rosie in that situation. Does that mean that everything else Rosie does in her life is fine?
I was going to say something, but I forgot.
And Dandy, no. I think I've also made it clear that I think Rosie's a real loser for a lot of different reasons, you know? People used to hate when I talked about nuance, but it's nuanced, all right? Rosie can be the biggest loser in the history of losers, and she still doesn't deserve people intruding.
Yeah, two things can be true at once.
On her personal life and doing shit like that. That's just all there is to it, okay? It is not our responsibility as people on the internet who watch her to try to get some kind of vigilante justice because we think that she's deserving of being harassed and treated poorly. Can we sit here together and have a hee hee ha ha while she slow dances with Remy in Remy's kitchen and starts contemplating how she's going to get 6 more bottles of ketchup from the Costco? Well, yes, we can. We can do a little bit of that. We can have a hee hee ha ha about that. But just to be clear, I have always been on the side of history of advocating for all of these people to stop doing weird ass in real life stuff with Rosie, with Amber Lynn, with Chantal, and I stand on that.
Years.
So just to be clear, I don't want there to be anything misconstrued here. I will say, Rosie has tried to imply in recent history that because of the DMs that she sent me, and I explained how she was trying to convince me to react to her, to interview her for my channel, to react to her friend, this, that, the other. A lot of people have talked about that as an example for her being a part of Girl World, and she has implied that because she did those things, that other people think it's okay for her to do all of this weird in real life stuff with her, but I don't have shit to do with that.
And here Rosie's going to talk about how she was in psychosis, and she mentioned it the other day on a live about how she wasn't in her right mind, and she filmed herself on the toilet, and she was really what was the word she used? Not delusional. Oh, God. I thought it began with a D. Let me try to think.
God, we need a new air fryer.
Wait, where did that come from? Oh gosh, maybe I forgot something she said before I started ranting there.
You're gonna shave your head.
But to come back from my rant and for her to be just like,
Delirious.
God, we need a new air
That's
fryer.
it. Thank you.
Chef's
That's
kiss.
And yeah, do the eyebrows too.
You can. You've done your part. That's about it. Yeah, like my last member's only live. Someone sent pizza again. I just kind of went, all right.
Yeah, she said she was super delirious while she sat on a toilet and cried. And I'm like, Lord, if you were really delirious, I don't even know if you would be able to have the foresight to push the record button and then post it to Instagram.
Like, okay, cool.
I don't know if you just let it roll off. I think that led to you like being upset and ending the live stream shortly after, if I remember correctly. But
Whatever. Just document. Yes, human being. Yeah, it did. That's what's so fucked up. It did slow down once I spoke up.
Look at her acting.
But did it slow down?
So sure. She's like, yep, I spoke up and it slowed down. Like she's she's so performative. Look at her face. She's acting so condescending and she's acting so righteous. Like she's acting so righteous. Look at this face. Like, how can you tell me that this isn't acting? Like, how can you tell, like, this is totally acting?
Once you spoke up, because you just talked about the pizza getting delivered to you during your last members only live stream, and that happened after you spoke up about it. So what do you mean it slowed down?
She said it was around the same time that she DM'd Zach the first time. So like when she got out of the mental hospital that first time, or it's not on any of her videos, but she was talking about it the other night. But like, it's not, I don't think she posted it. She just says she kept it. Like she kept it and she watched it the other day or something like that. And I'm like, oh Lord.
That doesn't, no, that, what?
And again, I still don't share everything. I was going live on.
And she always tries to kind of bait the audience by saying, like, I don't share everything, and then gives us that look. You don't know everything about my life. You just don't know.
Icelandic TikTok and was averaging about 100 plus viewers until people were showing up at my house. My info was leaked and I was hacked, so I quit. Oh my God.
Oh, for sure.
I'm so sorry. That was scary.
Yeah.
So much of it just sitting in silence. This is probably why I should have taken my mod.
And even if she doesn't share it, like she'll share little bits once in a while. And then if you can remember all the little bits, then you could put it together. Like that's how I found Jeff.
Did edit down a version. I just really did.
Like unmotivated. And I might feel better once I lay down for a little bit and my pain lowers some because the pain threshold's really high in this particular moment. I'm just trying to not think about it.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think the most recent one was macaroni and cheese, which half the time, honestly, I don't even look at the receipt. I just was looking at it when I was documenting it. And I was like, oh, and I read there's a certain.
I totally don't look at it usually. Half the time I don't look at it, but I can tell you it was macaroni and cheese this time. Why is everything that she says like a qualifier of like, I need you to know I don't do this, but actually I did it this one time. Like, you can't trust a word that comes out of this girlie's mouth.
So someone send her some mac and cheese.
Thing they do that lets me know. I know who it was based on the note on the order. So,
girl, she doesn't get that anybody can pretend to be anybody. Like, she thinks she's so sure on who sent it, but I really don't think you can actually be so sure. Do you know what I mean? You can put like anybody's name on anything. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so you do look. You look at the note on the order. You look at what's up. So you do look.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Oh wait, is this where it comes up? Somebody named Lana Lulo in the chat said, "So why do you think you started having all these reaction channels in the first place?"
Oh my God.
Oh God. Oh diva.
This stream was so Like, she's so lacking self-awareness. This is why she's a lolcow. This is why she's a lolcow.
I fear that's where it starts. I fear she's gonna blame me. I fear she's gonna blame me for why all of these reaction channels started. I just need to also be clear, just before she even gets to that she had a long history on the internet before I ever showed up, or before she ever showed up in my DMs, I guess.
Yes, and I don't think Rosie talks about this, but she's been on the internet since like 2013, 14, somewhere around there. She's been watching Amberlynn Reid since Amberlynn Reid started. Like, she was one of the originals type of thing. She has a Kiwi Farms post that starts in 2015. So she's been in many communities, has many like Reddit topic things about her. I don't know. I don't use Reddit at all. And she wants to let her audience know that she's just like brand new, like just 3 years. She's only been on YouTube. Nope. She had other forms of social media. She's been on Instagram for a very long time. Like, she's not brand new. She's been kicked out of 2 or 3 communities for sure. 100% for sure.
This is what I should say. But she was seeking out girl world attention.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of us here at this point, I don't think I have to reiterate myself at this point. I think we all know that this is what she had wanted at some point. Not to say she might not have changed her mind now that she got it, but
I know we once watched Rosie's introduction video, and I'm going to have to stream through all my streams because I would like to see it again. An edited version, I guess.
She wanted to be a part of this. She made Chantal and Amberlynn content herself on her own channel. She DM'd with Amberlynn. She was besties with Amberlynn at one point to the extent that she defended Amberlynn saying some transphobic bullshit. She was in my DMs. I also should also say, I know for a fact, and I'm not about to put anybody else's tea on blast, but after I started making videos about her weird parasocial behavior with me, there were other creators that DM'd me and were like, wow, I had very similar experiences with Rosie, but I just kind of...
Who do you guys think he's talking about? Oh, I should do that poll. Oh my God, I think we're at 50-50, aren't we? I'm going to leave the poll up. Unless, how many voters? I can't tell. I'm just going to end the poll. It's 50-50. Pretty much. 41 votes. 51-49. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Pause. Oh, I'm on the wrong...
it off a lot quicker than you did, which is probably smart on their end. Probably smart on their end. But yeah, please, Rosie.
Yeah, she watched Amberlynn for a long time, and like she wrote the Amberlynn recaps on Reddit, and she knows what happened to Amberlynn in real life. But Rosie thought she'd be different. Rosie thought she'd be the different, like the antithesis to Amberlynn. Like Rosie thought she'd really do the damn thing, right? And she's actually, her trajectory has been exactly like Amberlynn's. They've both gained an enormous amount of weight on the internet.
So why do you think you started having all these reaction channels in the first place?
Say it.
It's a mixed bag.
Say it.
It is partially because I used to be involved in Raw World.
Okay. All right. Okay. More self-awareness than I was expecting her to give.
A different way. And then I stopped losing weight. And the narratives flipped.
I don't know that it had anything to do with you losing weight.
No. The narratives flipped because you started lying and people started catching you in your bullshit and catching you in your previous lies that you had told and putting the pieces together saying like, no, she's a pathological liar. She is totally taking zero criticisms and any self-accountability, and she's self-righteous. That's what happened.
Or not losing weight. I don't think it had anything to do with that.
Yeah, me too, not Meg.
In fact, I talk so little of all the girls. I talk so little about Rosie's weight because she doesn't really talk about it in content anymore, like at all. Period. You know, Chantal's over on her channel talking about taking Ozempic and constantly eating food and things like that. And Amberlynn still brings it up or was bringing it up occasionally on the LCU stuff.
But Rosie, I mean, she does show herself eating, and I talk about her eating in the context of like her history with the feeder community and her history in terms of her saying like she never wanted to make feeder adjacent content on her YouTube channel. But girl, I don't care if you are.
And that's the biggest thing. She came barreling into girl world saying that she would never make feeder adjacent content on her YouTube, and that if she was going to eat, it would just be dainty bites off camera. And now this girl cannot go through a single live without eating once. Like, I thought yesterday's where she was doing makeup, like she wouldn't be eating, but I guess she started off the vlog eating. Like, girl, you couldn't, like, she couldn't have had lunch and then started the live? No, because she has to eat to make views. She has to eat to get the feeder fodder. Do you know what I mean?
Like what weight you are, diva. In fact, you rarely talk about it, so I don't talk about it that often.
It's not a mukbang.
And also 2025 was just a bad year for me.
Oh yeah. 2025 was?
It was late.
That wasn't when she was texting me. She was DMing me in, oh gosh, I don't even know if I can go look it up now since she has me blocked on Instagram. But I think she was messaging me in all the way up until 2024 because I think she was. I don't know if I can go look at
2025 was a bad year because she got caught up in some fuck shit. Like, she really showed her ass in 2025. And she doubled, tripled down on so many things that she was absolutely in the wrong for. And now she wants to call it a lost year and she doesn't remember any of it. It's really interesting that she doesn't remember any of it.
Up now. But 2025 wasn't when we were messaging, because 2025 was a bad year for me as well, if we're being honest.
In 2025, when a specific reactor picked me up in a more consistent manner and started, and I used to talk about him sometimes.
So Zach thinks that he's talking about him, like themselves here, but it was actually Pulpy she was originally talking about, because she was imitating, because Pulpy would talk about chimichangas, no, not chimichurris sauce, and then all of a sudden Rose was making chimichurri, and her merch was like his sayings. Do you know what I mean? Like, his opening is saying that Rosie's jazzed, and then all of a sudden her merch is I'm jazzed or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I haven't watched him in many months. I have no idea what he's up to.
Sure. Sure, you have no idea what I'm up to, I'm sure.
When that happened, more people besides just the small group of people who had been kind of harassing me like from the beginning, the ones who've been like, because the person who's like been stalking me and shit, like he's been reacting to me since like actually before day zero. I think he was aware of me right before the YouTube journey started. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, because in the beginning I just ignored him.
So this means that she's kind of alluding here that she did have a past, because why would anyone react to her before she even started YouTube? Like, that makes zero sense. So she is aware that she does have a past that someone could react to.
For like a year before it got or 7 months or something before, because like that was around that point. That's when he was like inciting me to unalive myself through his community tab posts, and not the person who started reacting me in October. This doctor guy.
Yeah, this is why I just say my name. Honestly, just say my name, because you're gonna get some shit all kinds of confused for people. And what I don't need is people coming and spinning narratives because you can't get your words together, Rosie, because you know I didn't do none of that shit. So thank you for clarifying. But maybe at this point, just say Zachary Michael, because everybody knows who you're talking about anyways. Let's be very serious at this point.
He was making very violent threats and stuff. I mean, he's no longer allowed on YouTube because of how violent he is. And then that person and other reactors kind of got more wind of me, and then those people who've been harassing me and like stalking my every move for a long time latched onto those creators. When those creators didn't know all the back history, no one would believe me.
Okay, well, first of all, you're saying these people.
Nobody would believe you. The reactors that have been reacting to you since the beginning, like, they know your history. You try to erase everything. You've gotten rid of all your Instagram. You've gotten rid of all your YouTubes. You're trying to erase history. And the people that have been watching you since the beginning are trying to keep it. We're trying to keep it recorded because you keep dirty deleting.
Latched on to me. To me. Cam does not like me. I try not to give him attention like you do, but he does not like me, and a quick perusal of his social media will tell you as such. He's a weirdo. Stop trying to act like he has anything to do with me, Diva. He does not. Stop. Full stop. Stop saying it.
I'm not talking about that person. I'm not talking about the one with the dog.
Not talking about the one with the dog. About me? Girl, this is why if you're gonna talk about all of us, just start using names. The one with the dog, me? I mean, I'm not the only reaction channel that has a dog, surely, but I know when it comes to her. Also, just for the record, she deleted whatever chat response that was to, so I don't know what they were asking or talking about. But yeah, this is why it's so hard.
I've already apologized.
Oh, it must be me. She apologized for spreading false narratives. But
look at her face. Can you see the indignation on her face? Like, you can palpably feel the indignation. She did an apology apparently behind a Patreon paywall. And I think that we went over it when we were doing her Patreon. And it was like not a heartfelt apology or anything like that, but it was behind a paywall.
By the way, she did attempt to apologize for spreading false narratives about my dog. She didn't really apologize for anything else that she did. She didn't really apologize about I won't use the word stalking. I think it just came to my mind because that's a word she's been using a lot in this live stream. But she certainly was trying to play Reddit detective with other people on Reddit to find out who my ex might be dating, and she was commenting on it. In fact, she has several histories. I don't even think I've shared all of the posts that I've seen from her where she's on Reddit talking about me, talking about my ex who is no longer part of Girl World, talking about a person that she and others were speculating might be dating my ex. She's crazy. She's crazy. She never apologized for any of that. And I have also mentioned that it's that same speculation that she's participated in that's led to people saying that I'm stealing trazodone. Well, a lot of people can't even get the story straight. A lot of people are saying I'm stealing gabapentin from Poe, but Poe isn't even prescribed gabapentin. But it's led to people saying that I'm stealing gabapentin from Poe because I have a substance abuse problem. People are saying that I still drink alcohol, which I haven't had a drop in about 2.5 years at this point. And it also has led to those same groups of people speculating that I abused my ex. So this is where your stories and speculations are getting out of control, Rosie. This is where your participation in that speculation is a problem. I just sit over here and watch your videos. I don't go to subreddits about you. I see some occasional chatter on Twitter, but I mostly form my opinions from the things that I watch on your channel, Diva.
But also, he's still the one obsessively talking about me, and I haven't acknowledged his existence. I haven't acknowledged their existence.
So she is talking about me because now she's all of a sudden decided she wants to use they, them pronouns, which is pretty standard. And listen, I am not offended when people use he, him for me. These days I do kind of lean towards they, them more, but I know that for a lot of people I present as he, him, and I've responded to he, him forever. But this is classic Rosie, where she starts realizing she's only used he, him to talk about me, and so she starts to use they, them. It's really that part of her brain that doesn't actually see me as a non-binary person, and so she has to remind herself, which is fine. Like I said, I'll respond to he, him. But
yeah, exactly. If you are a critique of Rosie, you are obsessed, stalker, hater. I don't even know if she uses hater as much, but she uses other words that are, I think, worse, like stalker, obsessed, psychotic, parasocial. Whatever, all those types of stuff.
I've just experienced this with Rosie before when she's trying to vague talk about me on the internet.
In many months. And
I also want to say she just said that I'm still the one that obsessively talks about her, but also just moments ago she said she doesn't know what I'm up to. She doesn't have a clue what I'm up to these days. She hasn't watched me in a long time, but I apparently also still obsessively talk about her. I mean, I do post a lot of videos about her still, which is not wrong. I'm just pointing out the contradiction in what she just said.
Said their name since whenever I made that apology, actually, on Patreon.
Look at Zach's face. He's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe a word you are saying. Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, also made the apology on Patreon. Didn't even. Well, I think she did end up posting it publicly for everybody since it was an apology to me and Pulpy Syntax. But initially, it was only available for her Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, I'm done, and I distance myself. And They're the ones still perpetrating the parasocial narrative that's 2 years old.
Well, perpetrating? Is that what she said, by the way? Perpetrating? Perpetrating, I don't think is the word she wanted. Did she say perpetrating?
Yeah.
Sit down.
I'm done, and I distance myself, and they're the ones still perpetrating the...
I think she meant perpetuating. Those words they do sound pretty similar. I'm not necessarily perpetuating it, but I do think you're very parasocial with people still. I mean, you have a whole relationship with...
She's extremely parasocial with people still. Like, extremely. And she gets really her panties in a knot if the person doesn't reciprocate in the exact same way.
With a man that started out parasocially.
No.
You have a whole relationship that only started with this man because he saw you on a podcast. But also, I think like you have distanced yourself. You're obviously not still DMing me. You blocked me, etc. So I don't think you're parasocial with me in the same way. But I definitely see ways that you are with other people, for sure. I think there's more things to be discussed now outside of your parasocial weirdo behavior.
Yeah.
But here we are. Also, this like, it was 2 years ago. Oh, it was 2 years ago. Oh, it's 2 years ago. Well, first of all, you've never apologized for your weirdo parasocial behavior. In fact, you've only just changed your narrative about it over time. So, in fact, like, I think just recently I was addressing you saying that you were in psychosis or something during that time. I literally remember because I took the time to pull other clips of you talking about your experience with DMing with me and the explanations and reasons you gave for it at the time. So yeah, I'm still going to talk about it, which also, by the way, she says I'm still perpetuating it. But again, remember, she told you she doesn't know what I'm up to over here. She hasn't acknowledged me in months. But all that to say is like, I don't know, like I'm going to still reference it if you bring it up in a video and you say you were experiencing psychosis.
Yeah, and it's very obvious that she wasn't in psychosis when she wrote that. Like, it was very well written, thought out. I've explained this before. No flight of ideas, no delusions, proper grammar, good spelling. Like, it was not someone that's in a psychotic break writing those DMs to Zach at all.
Parasocial narrative that's 2 years old.
And 2 years is not that long ago, by the way, just for the record. And just for the record. And initially when she talked about this, she talked about it like it was years ago. Like she'd be like, I don't know why Zach keeps bringing this up. It was so long ago. And now she's like, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, and you haven't really changed a whole lot, Diva.
And doesn't take into account the personal growth that I've done.
Where?
At all.
And what growth is that?
They're the ones still making money off my name. And they're the ones still talking about me. And I'm not talking about them anymore.
Except right now in this
so
moment.
I wasn't talking about them, to be clear. I was talking about another reactor.
And she's like, I'm not talking about
well, if you would just name names
here, and then she's going to go on a 15-minute rant about Zach.
Maybe people wouldn't be so fucking confused, Rosie.
He's the streamer that I used to watch a lot.
It has to be exhausting.
Like I said, I don't watch any of that anymore.
None of it. But she knows I'm still obsessed.
Not yet. She can't look at the camera.
You are.
No, Jesse. What have you done to grow since then? I've completely changed how I interact with people on the internet.
Have you?
When it comes to...
Have you? Because...
Completely changed. She hasn't. She absolutely hasn't. She's only changed because she's tried to be in everyone's DMs. And everyone has either blocked her or told her to, like, go to bed, Rosie. But we saw from the DMs that Gabe just dropped that she has not changed at all.
You were in the comment section and DMs of Gabe from TikTok. Have you?
That reactor. He's name blocked, so I guess I'll just say it this one time because it's getting a little complicated.
He's name blocked. I did tell her. I did give her advice once upon a time of like, just block my name if you don't want people to bring me up in chat.
When it comes to ZN, I think that they're desperate for me to have a moment like this to talk about them, to give them...
Girl, I ain't desperate for shit.
Exactly. Like, girl, I am not desperate for shit. I am not desperate for shit. Like...
Desperate for shit. You know what I am doing great in life.
Her whole life is a
if you stopped posting, and mind you, a few months ago you did stop posting. You stopped posting for a long time because you were demonetized. You weren't really posting any updates. I found other stuff to talk about. I'm not desperate for shit. Had you not talked about me today, I would have found something else to talk about. Like, I just need you to be clear. She acts like my paycheck's dependent on her. My paycheck is no more dependent on her than it is exclusively dependent on Chantal, as it is exclusively dependent on Amber Lynn, as it is exclusively dependent on FFG. I don't know. I have my channel pulled up over here. I was just looking at people on thumbnails. I mean, if I proved anything, it's that I can drop Amber Lynn at any given time and not talk about her and be just fine financially. When it comes to my bills, they are paid. Okay, Amy Slayton in the house. I pay my bills. My bills are paid. Okay, I would never sit over here and beg for Rosie to mention me. In fact, that sounds like projection of her formally in my DMs saying I would be great to talk to. If you want to see somebody who's amazing, who actually wants to succeed, unlike Amber Lynn Reed, like, come interview me, come talk to me. I'd love to make content that was reaction worthy. The fact that you enjoy my content means I'm doing something right. Those are all things paraphrased, probably, because I haven't read those DMs in a while. But those are some paraphrased quotes directly from Rosie. So, honey, ain't nobody over here desperate. And do I find it funny? Am I amused? Am I chuckling? Am I having a hee ha ha? Well, yes.
Could you imagine going into someone's chat saying, first of all, she asked Zachary to make content on her friend Rain. And then she said, but only do like episode 82 where I'm in it. So she wanted content on herself. And then she asked Zach to cover her because she'll be content worthy. Could you just imagine the gall of having to do that? Like, in girl world, you are found and you are talked about. There is no begging to be covered. Like, come on, Rosie.
To further perpetrate the parasocial narratives. And I think that they're desperate for that. And I think that
I'm not desperate. That's really, so funny.
Lean in on me in a way that's very bizarre and weird, given the fact that experience from him once being my favorite YouTuber.
Oh, so now we're back to using him. Okay. All right. Okay.
Whatever the fuck has happened since, was really mean-spirited.
Oh, mean-spirited? Mean-spirited? Girl, you were out here telling the internet that I abused and neglected my dog, girl. What? Mean-spirited? I had to just be honest with people about how obsessed with me in the DMs you were. Mean-spirited, you wanted me to react to you. You literally sent me messages asking for it. There is actually footage of you reacting to you making some air fryer hot dog chips on Twitch. And you were thrilled, you were giddy. In what world is this mean-spirited, diva?
Exploitative of the fact that during the time when I was talking to him like that, I was actually actively in psychosis. And
girl, shut the fuck up. You were actively in psychosis? This, just to be clear, this is, I already mentioned this because I did just address this recently in a video. The psychosis narrative is new. That is a new narrative that she has said about the time when she was DMing me, and that's wild. That's wild. You were actively in psychosis DMing me? I'm sorry, I just don't believe it, diva. And even if you were, to say that I was taking advantage of you being in psychosis during that time, if you were really in psychosis during that time, which I don't believe, because like I said, this is a new narrative.
It's a completely new narrative. You'd think that if she was in psychosis, she would have eventually mentioned it to Zach, like, oh my God, those messages I wrote 2 months ago, like, I was very mentally ill, sorry. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is an absolutely new. And she even did an Instagram post where she says, I am not in psychosis.
But if you're active.
And it wasn't psychosis. The psychiatrist did not diagnose it as psychosis. He said it was something else, but it was not labeled psychosis.
In psychosis at that time, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? And as a reminder, I'll make sure to link the original video where I shared the DMs. You can go and look, like, Are the messages from her like overly parasocial, overly friendly, overly like her oversharing, her doing all of this? Yes. Is it something when you read them that you're reading them and thinking this is a girly who's going through psychosis? No. Not in my opinion. I mean, I'm not a mental health professional, so who am I to say? You know, like, fuck if I know. But I'm just saying.
Struggling with my mental health, and I was very parasocial, and I did overshare.
Okay.
I did say shit that I would never have said in my right mind. And I do believe that when all that went down, I wanted to say
It's just very weird that she has not looked at the camera once during this.
that so badly, but I knew I wouldn't be believed and I'd just get made fun of.
Oh, so now that
Oh, now she wants to go back. She goes, but at the time I knew I wouldn't be believed and just be made fun of. She always tries to backtrack and pedal backwards and make up a brand new narrative to get sympathy.
that's the narrative. She talked about this many times.
Yeah.
Many times. I also, the last time I brought this up, there were so many people that, and again, I don't know if these people in my comment section are mental health care professionals, know anything about mental health. They could all be lying about their own personal experiences, etc. But there were many people who shared, were vulnerable, shared their own experiences with psychosis, talked about how when they experienced real psychosis, that's not something that you like really remember a lot about. Like you don't remember what was.
And all her sentences had like pretty good punctuation and grammar, followed grammar rules. Like in psychosis, like there wouldn't be punctuation. Like I doubt a period would come into your mind or apostrophe, you know, and your grammar isn't like top notch as if you're writing your favorite YouTuber, you know. She wasn't. She's such a liar. And she's so easy to prove that she's lying.
Happening during that time, what was going on during that time.
But she just doubles and triples down.
Rosie has talked at length about the messages that she sent back and forth with me. She has been able to talk extensively. She defended herself in the past and said, you know, like I was sharing tea with Zach. I was sharing tea. I was telling Zach tea about Tammy Slayton's late husband, stuff that Caleb was sharing on Facebook. I thought we were kikiing. I thought we were having a good time. And now apparently that whole time she was DMing me, she was
kikiing about the Slayton ex-husband or whatever, but in psychosis. Rosie, your narratives do not make any sense.
She was experiencing psychosis. Experiencing something.
So I let it go, and I was embarrassed because I thought we had a friendly dynamic in the sense that we were not friends,
and
but
we
did talk, and I did gossip with him about
again, go back and look at the video. I'm not gonna go pull every single receipt again because it's all out there. I've already done this 1,200 times. But even the times when she was sending me stuff about Caleb, I said, I'm not gonna use this for a video. I don't need this. You don't have to send this to me. At different points, I just straight up didn't respond to her. I just straight up didn't respond to her. And listen, I get not everybody gets social cues and text and tone and things like that. Fair enough. But to still be sitting here saying all of this, we had a friendly rapport. We were gossiping with each other. Girl, it was one-sided, and that's why I say you're parasocial. You had this vision that we were friends. It was one-sided. You were the only one thinking that. And maybe there's somewhere in there, you know, at different points I have said, like, maybe I should have just been firmer. In fact, I am firmer with people these days. I have way stricter boundaries. I don't even use the word bestie anymore. I don't DM with people, period, really at all, unless they're like another content creator that I've like met or talked to. I'm not trying to make any friends on the internet like that. This is just that she only wants to bring up how she was sharing 1,000 Pound Sisters gossip with me and not all of the several requests that she made. I really am gonna just link this. So if you haven't watched this video about her being a parasocial weirdo from me yet, it is mandatory viewing.
And yes,
because she is totally.
Highly suggest you go and watch Zach's first video, release in the DMs. It is like eye-opening.
Misrepresenting what's going on here. Not bringing up any of the like requests for me to react to Planet with a Palette. Her friend Rain, who she was trying to help get out of sex work. Well, I don't even think they're friends anymore, to be honest with you. But she's not bringing up that. She's not bringing up saying that I could interview her for my channel. She's not bringing up asking me for YouTube advice. She's not bringing up any of those things. She's just bringing up, hey, I was sending him tea. I was sending him gossip.
So she had the wherewithal to get the tea, to realize it was tea, and to specifically give it to Zach to share the tea. That's not psychosis. Like, that's a very, very competent mind. It's a calculating mind. Never mind asking for him to cover her and all this other stuff. It's a very cognitive mind.
And made it into a whole expose and completely just shifted into a way to turn me into another topic on their channel. And in that time, I do not interact with people the same way. I'm very careful about who I reach out to and how or why or if I do at all. I don't even engage with creators in the same way.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Gabe just had to block you on TikTok. What do you mean?
Because I'm so set on not experiencing something like that again. Because it was really mean for someone to have such a bigger following than me. She's so irritating. Because this is I'm sorry if I sound like a fucking broken record over here. But she wants to sit here and talk about power dynamics and having a bigger following. Yes, on YouTube, I had a bigger following. I have always said from day one that the reason I even accepted a DM from her is because I saw like in my Instagram, I don't know if this is just for like creators or if this is how it works for everybody, but my Instagram like requests are organized by how many followers people have. So she popped up at the top of my requests. And I saw that she had like 80,000 followers on Instagram at the time. For context, I think currently I'm sitting at like 22,000, something like that, okay? So she had a following already that existed before me. And in the context of how I came to know her, how I came to find out who she was, she had way more than me. Like, this like poor me. Zach was abusing a power dynamic. Zach was abusing all of these followers that they had that I didn't have. Please be so fucking for serious. Please.
And of course, Rosie has to mention a power imbalance to villainize Zach. Like, that's her MO, is always to villainize the other person. Sorry, I went up and down and up again because I forgot my drink. But look how fast I am now. Before it used to take me like 5 minutes. And when she messaged Gabe, she was an extremely large creator on Instagram compared to Gabe. So where's the power imbalance there?
Please be serious. Please be so serious.
And the power dynamics that were at play were never properly acknowledged, and it was cruel and it was unfair.
Oh my God.
And I'm not going to.
You are so full of it.
And
I'm so fucking out of shape. I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, you guys can. It will get better. Oh God, I'm gonna be the next Rosie, but at under 200 pound Rosie.
pretending that that's not the case.
You're so full of it. You're so absolutely full of it, Rosie. Please be so serious.
And I don't want to talk about them. I don't want people coming into my chat and making it all about the dog thing that I did apologize for, that I did feel bad about, that I never did those recaps to begin with, that people still believe was me. And at this point, I fucking own it if it was me. And
well, you might not, even if you didn't do the recaps, there was plenty of other bullshit you had to say about me on the internet that you've never taken accountability for. And I do know it was you because you confirmed that Reddit account was you. So.
And I did the stairs like 3 times, like up, down, up, down. Hi, bud. And I did both legs because before I could only go one leg at a time up the stairs. I was doing like a step at a time. That's how good my legs are getting.
So we can start there if you want, Rosie. If you really want to do that, I'm still going to watch you either way. Just to be clear.
I owned it every other time it was me with other people. But I never cared enough to watch those streams enough to be able to recap them.
That's also not true. She also hasn't acknowledged where I caught her being in my live stream for a total of like 40 minutes. 40 minutes at least. At least that's the time that I can verify that she was present for.
And I fully acknowledge that I'm out of shape. Like, this is all cardiovascular health. I'm not going to say it's asthma or anything like that. No, I'm out of shape. Fully out of shape.
For my live stream and the one where I caught her watching.
And because of who I am on the internet and how I'm viewed, no one gives a shit about my perspective of it.
People don't give a shit about your perspective of this because they can see through the bullshit. because they've watched my video and they understand just how nonsensical you sound right now.
And ultimately, I want to move on. And I would love it if they never discussed me again, so people would stop talking to me about them.
Tough.
They have been name blocked on my channel for many months now. And people still find ways of getting around it and still bringing it up and still talking about it. And I want nothing to do with it. I want a partner.
Listen,
Still has not
nobody
looked
needs to
at-
go harass Rosie on my behalf,
She still has not looked at the camera once.
even if that harassment is like just in her chat. Y'all don't have to do that on my behalf. I'm not desperate for her to talk about me. I'm more than happy
That was
just sitting here
me.
watching
That was
her
me.
be uncomfortably cringe with
I
Remy.
know.
Like
So
that stuff
bad.
really does it for me. I don't need all of this. I don't want to keep reliving this nonsense. I have not talked about it in depth outside of any times that she's brought it up.
I get it. Next time, I will wait till I've recovered before turning my mute off. I get it. I got it.
And yet we're sitting here because she's out here revising history about what happened, saying she was in psychosis. Girl, please.
And yeah. So for me, the way I've moved on and grown is I don't engage in that hyper parasocial behavior. I mean, as a creator, I feel there's aspects about all of it that is somewhat parasocial. I think that's unavoidable. But the oversharing is something I've worked a lot on.
And you've done such a great job. You've done such a great job on the oversharing. You certainly haven't overshared in the past month, 2 months, 3 months. You've certainly made a lot of improvements.
Last year, I think that's even noticeable in the content.
It's not. That was
Yeah, I get it. It's frustrating. Like almost 2 years of not walking, really. But it's not like I wasn't doing anything. Like I was going to physio 3 times a week. I was going to hydrotherapy, like swim physio. I was doing the exercise bike, but you lose your cardiovascular health so quick, which is what frightens me about Foodie and Rosie, is that like you can lose it really quick. I was doing like loops around my block with my rollator and stuff like this. And even then, like I still lost my cardiovascular endurance. Like it's very scary.
sarcasm earlier.
A lot. And I think the only way that'll be believed is if I just continue the course that I'm on. And yeah.
Is that it? Is that all? Are we good, Rosie? Can we end it there?
Yeah, I don't want to get emotional. He was my favorite YouTuber at one point. And when that expose video hit, like it sucked.
Just to be clear, also, because she wants to talk about this expose video, the one where I called her out for being parasocial and weird.
And here I'm glad that Zachary calls her out on this because she's starting to cry. But again, she has forgotten to tell her audience the reason why he did the expose video. Like she's told the audience that he did the expose video because he wanted to expose her parasocial DMs. She's forgetting to mention the shitty things she said about him constantly, like at least 3 or 4 times. And the shitty things she said about him and his ex on Reddit. Like she's just forgetting to mention that. You know what would be a good time right now? Like if she really was apologetic, is to really like a true apology, not one behind a paywall.
She was already upset with me before that, this is also revisionist history, because the first thing she was upset with me about, the first thing that she stopped fucking with me over was because it was during Amber Lynn's experience with Erica Valentine and Erica's wife. And Erica's wife had sent me DMs trying to tell me that Erica was cheating on her with Amber Lynn. And I, in a video, said, I'm so tired of people DMing me stuff they don't want me to talk about with people, that they don't want me to talk about on my channel. I was like, I can no longer be y'all's secret keeper. And at that time, as an example, I said, I got this girl Rosie in my DMs showing me screenshots of messages she's sending to Amber Lynn and asking me not to talk about it. And then changing her mind when she decides she's not going to make a video about it and telling me I can talk about it. So that was, first of all, and then Rosie was upset because I talked about it in a video. So that was the first time. And that wasn't even an expose video about Rosie. This is what is really frying my fucking brain right now. This is what's frying me, is that this is all so goofy bananas. She's out here, oh, he was my favorite YouTuber and he hurt me. He made an expose video about me. He hurt me. Girl, you were already upset with me before that. You were already talking shit about me before that. I have DMs and receipts from people who said that you were going on members only live streams where I couldn't access it because I was not a member of your channel, talking shit about me and then deleting the members only live.
Yeah, she was talking shit about him a lot. I remember her sitting on members only lives and saying, oh, and he did this, he's such an awful pet parent and this, and what about his ex? Like, she was talking shit about him a lot.
Live streams before they got leaked to other people because you didn't want me to hear about you talking shit about me. That all happened before I made any kind of expose video about you being weird and parasocial. You sat for months before I made that video talking shit about me on Reddit, saying that I neglected my dog, saying all this stuff about.
I have no idea how Rosie made it to Texas. She must have got picked up by the wheelchair, like right at the door, taken right to the gate, and then picked up right at the gate, taken right to the door. And then Remy wheeled her right to the car. Like, Rosie can't walk to the bathroom. Like, honestly, she can't. So here I am. Oh, sorry, I got a chunky lung.
My ex.
To go along with my chunky ass.
Talking about who you thought my ex was dating. Talking shit about me. You're really out here trying to act like you did nothing in this situation, and you did plenty. You did absolutely plenty. And again, I will link that video because we don't really have to rehash every single detail about it. But if you have not watched it, absolutely mandatory viewing before you want to believe any of this nonsense that she's spouting out right now. Crying because your favorite.
I love this. Like, Zach is just stating pure facts right now. He's like, you did so much shit before I even exposed anything. And here she's like running her own little narrative to her new chat, and crying when she's not taking any accountability. And exactly what Scarlett said, the apology doesn't really count when the person that you're trying to give the apology to can't see it. You're just a little chunk-a-lunk. You're finally at the desk? Good. She just wanted to talk about Zach. Like, she just wanted to, like, they were just talking in, like, the live stream about different people. So she just wanted to give her input. Like, because Rosie's the best out of everyone, right? She does no wrong. Like, very sarcasm there. And so I think Zachary might have made one video about her that was kind of criticizing her, maybe, or critiquing her, or just giving his comments and opinions. Like, that's it. And then, like, she always has to villainize someone that she falls out with. Like, she always has to villainize someone that she falls out with. Yeah, she needed the attention, and she wanted to feel important. Yeah, exactly. Okay, imagine. I stopped watching him for some reason for many years. And then I started watching him again, well, probably last year. Maybe. And I do enjoy some of his, like, I do enjoy his content now. I watch pretty much all the videos he puts out. Yeah. I don't know how, like, Rosie, like, when love and attention and food are the end result, like, she will do anything for it. I don't even know how she got down the airplane's aisle, I guess it's called. Because those are not wide either. Do you know what I mean? And she's like almost 6 feet around or something. And those aisles are not 6 feet. I don't know. She wanted to run her mouth free of the consequences of running your mouth. Okay, let me find the play button.
YouTuber called you out for your weirdo behavior? Yeah, I gotta protect myself. You're weird. You're weirdly. You're a weirdo, Rosie.
I think he's such a nasty person, and he hides behind his superiority complex. And I think he's so much faker.
You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. You can't say that I'm a fake person because you don't know me. We don't have that kind of relationship. I've never met you in person. You don't know me. Oh, she's got me heated.
One realizes, and I saw that for myself. Whenever that happened, a year, 2 years ago, I don't know. And I kept a lot to myself about it because I was also.
I think stars. I think she's got like 100 on that. I think she's like really close to 600. 575, 572.4. I laugh just because it's an iconic number. The last time I took a plane, I had just recently had my injury and was not very mobile. And the stewards were so nice. They're like, if anything happens, like if the plane crashes, I'll personally make sure you and your son get off the plane. Because I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be stuck in a burning plane because I cannot get out by myself. And she's like, I will come and personally help you. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Hurt. I was also in a bad state at the time, and I hadn't had the introspective stuff I've been doing the past 6-ish months since December. 5-6 months.
Where is that video on Southwest? Policy of size. Policy of size, POS. That's not a good policy.
December is the timestamp for when you've started getting better. Good to know. Because I wasn't sure. It was unclear to me.
Yeah, it definitely won't be Rosie.
At the end of the day, he was my favorite YouTuber, and he
me too.
Completely flipped on me on a dime and didn't show the fact that I profusely apologized whenever I said that was so offensive to him. He didn't show that.
I also didn't say it was offensive. I just said don't do it.
And then she has the gall here. Did you see the way she said that? I profusely apologized to whatever was so offensive to him. So that's kind of negating the apology. Like, she's not really sorry because she's kind of taking whatever she said as really lightly. You know what I mean? Like, she's not taking it very serious. He's like, well, whatever. He's just sensitive or whatever she is about to say.
I just said, stop DMing me stuff you don't want me to share. I didn't say it was offensive. I just said, I don't want you to message me anymore.
Exactly.
I was setting boundaries, Diva.
And he twisted the narrative so deeply and then just fully exposed my very, stuff that, is embarrassing. And it happened during the most recent time I experienced psychosis in 2023. And I didn't want to talk about it at the time because it was still too raw.
Rosie, you're such a fucking pathetic liar. I'm sorry. She's such a manipulative, calculated, condescending cunt. Like, honestly, like, and Zach's just rolling his eyes like, this is unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. Her performative, pathological lying is just, it's really incredible to watch, actually.
I actually just recently found some old videos of me from when I got out of the mental hospital. It was in May of 2023. It was around that time. I don't know exactly the dates because I had gotten out of the hospital and I thought I was better, and I was watching it back and I was like, holy shit, my speech pattern was still weird. I was still acting fucking cringy and weird and crazy because
when you act cringy on a daily basis, girl, how am I supposed to know? For real.
It's very interesting that she talks about her speech pattern in this video when I had made those posts about how she wasn't in psychosis because of her speech pattern. She had, no flight of ideas, no emotionality, or excess and not warranted emotionality. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, does Rosie even know what psychosis entails? Like, why is she talking about speech patterns all of a sudden?
was still coming out of psychosis.
Coming out of psychosis. It just doesn't work like this, Rosie. It just does not work like this. You just magically come out of psychosis one day.
I just want to be left alone, guys. Like, when it comes to Zachary Michael, I want to be left alone. And
the fact also, by the way, that this started with her talking about an actual fucking weirdo who does weird ass shit to her. And I'm just sitting over here having a hee ha ha about her dancing in her fucking kitchen or Remy's kitchen with him. Like, just wild. Just actually wild.
I apologize.
Yeah, exactly, chums.
I still have my frustrations, and he still makes so much money making fun of me and other morbidly obese women on the internet, and I don't talk about him, and I'm still the parasocial weirdo, and it's unfair.
I also I think we all know this, but I have several more critiques at this point than just her being a parasocial weirdo, just for the record.
I probably said way too much.
For sure you did.
Anyway.
You sound ridiculous.
But it's just frustrating. I'm just frustrated. I just want
Like, I probably said too much. And he's like, yep, for sure you did. For sure you did.
to live my life.
You live it then, Diva. You sit there in your rolly chair in your kitchen and you cook all the food you want and you wax poetic about how much you love Remy and stop thinking about me. Like, live your life. It's such a fun, interesting life you're living. Like, go for it. Who am I to stop you?
Because all of that, by the way, happened before the dog thing. And the dog thing I did out of anger. And I did react to what was on Reddit. And I did defer to that.
To be clear, she's acting like she wasn't on Reddit talking about these things for a long time. And she may be correct that I might have made this video before she came out with, like, publicly on a live stream about my dog. But she certainly was on Reddit before all of that. And I do have documentation of that.
It was fact. And I didn't see it from my own eyes. And I do feel bad about that. And I did apologize for that. And I would bet money he never acknowledged that apology.
That's not true. That's not true. You can go look.
I don't feel that she's bipolar. I don't feel like she is bipolar. I feel like when you see her ups and downs and her hypomania and her depressive things, those are all performative. They're all performative for a point. Look how sick my face is. Look how tired my eyes are. I'm in so much pain, but I need a new iPad. Or I couldn't stream for vlogs that I promised you because I'm tired. Look at my face. And when she is kind of manic, and she gets really lispy when she is, it's because she's really feeling her oats. Like, she's on stage and she just wants to perform and be the main star, and people are giving her attention and they're giving her accolades. So I don't feel like she's bipolar. I feel like she's putting on an act. Either she's really sad and forlorn, or she's really star of the show, wearing a glitter dress and all spotlights are on her and she gets very lispy. Kind of like when some people get excited, they like a Valley Girl accent may come out or something like that. Like, her accent is that lisp. Whenever you hear that lisp, it's her really feeling it, really feeling herself.
I'm looking right now, 3 months ago, the video on my channel is called Quirky Love Rosie Apologizes to Me in Pulpy Syntax. I acknowledged it, reacted to it. It's there. It's there. She's just so committed to being a victim and claiming she doesn't watch my stuff, but then watching my stuff and then claiming she does it. She doesn't know what I'm doing. She doesn't know if I acknowledged it or not. Of course, she's not going to acknowledge that I acknowledged her apology right now because that doesn't fit the narrative that she's a victim.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch him. But I bet money. But that was never acknowledged.
Well, you would be out some money, Diva. You would be out some money. You would be out some money. How much you want to bet? Can we go and actually bet on this?
So,
she's so dramatic.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, good.
I'm talking way too much.
You sure are.
I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
God, I need a new air.
And she definitely, does he just say, God, I need a new air fryer? Oh my God, I'm going to die. And she does say, she does have narcissistic injury a lot. That's a lot. And a lot with those cluster Bs, they can overlap certain things. All allegedly, of course. We're not diagnosing on the internet. This is just our entertainment. But cluster B is like shining in bright lights for me. But she definitely shows narcissistic injury a lot. Okay, let me go back to the main page. Let's just see.
Air fryer.
Yeah. God, I need a new air fryer. Funny. It just allegedly. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube, like, we see that and that vengefulness, that angry, trying to hurt people. That happens a lot in BPD and histrionic HPD. a lot as well. Especially, borderline is when a relationship not breaks down, but conflict in the relationship, or she's not getting out of the relationship what the person wants. And in histrionic, it's more with an audience. So when the relationship with an audience is breaking down and they're not getting the accolades and the attention that they crave from the audience, and I'm using the audience like in a quotation kind of thing, then that breaks down and then they get vengeful and angry and hurtful. So it's kind of a little bit of both, whereas borderline is more a relationship, where histrionic is kind of like broadened relationships. Does that make sense? Yeah, she has air fryer personality disorder. Yeah. We're also armchair doctors. Yeah. No, all what she could talk about is her traumas. She can't actually do any work in therapy, or she's never done any work in therapy. She just wants sympathy when she goes to a therapist. Like, she wants them to say, gosh, you've been through a lot. And, because she has a script. We've all seen the script. It's in every one of her podcasts. Even the one that was on Spotify, it was the exact same script. So you know that she does this exact same script with a therapist. She needs a therapist that's going to lay down the law. Yes, YouTube. Yes, exactly. So with histrionic, they one of the key features of it is being overtly sexual. And allegedly, my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, her weight is her sexuality. So her being a bigger person will draw attention just as much as someone dressing in a very skimpy outfit. Her having her boobs showing all the time is her sexuality. In my opinion, her severe morbid obesity has gathered her lots of attention sexually, romantically, all this stuff. And so she doesn't want to lose weight because that's her being overtly sexual. Does that make sense? Yeah. And the only way that therapy with HPD, with histrionic, works is if you finally decide to drop the mask. If you finally realize that you are performing and you drop the mask, and then it takes years, but you have to drop the mask first. Like Rosie won't drop the mask at all, ever. No, if she had a therapist that suggested that she had a personality disorder, and she dropped that therapist like drop them like hotcakes, like drop them so fast. Oh, thank you, crazy cat lady. I'm trying to learn how to express my thoughts better. It doesn't come out as easy. Yeah, she if the doctors tell her stuff that she doesn't want to hear, she just leaves them and finds someone new. Oh, let me remove. Yep, exactly. She won't, exactly, YouTube. She won't release that mask. She has too much to lose. Her ego and pride are way more important to her than actually healing and getting better. And she will never drop the mask. Like, she will never stop performing because it has served her so well. Like, she has gotten everything that she thinks that she needs or likes, whatever. I don't even know if she has a personality without being histrionic. Like, I don't even think she knows who she really is. Yeah. Ollie autoimmune. But Rosie thinks that fibro is autoimmune. In Canada, fibro is not autoimmune. Your GP can diagnose you with fibro. You do not go to a rheumatologist for fibro. So when Rosie got those blood tests back and she was freaking out, it was a members only stream. And I was in her chat. I think I was still a mod. And she said what her blood tests were that were wrong. And I'm like, well, when did you get the blood work? And she's like, just like last week. And I said, well, last week you had like the vid, like you had a super sore throat and you were in bed all week. She's like, yeah. And I said, well, that's why your CRP is elevated, because you just had a major infection and you had strep throat and you were in bed. So your IG, I think it was IgM or IgA, is your muscles breaking down because you were in bed for a week. I said, that's what's going on. And she's like, nope, you're wrong. My mom and I Googled it and they said the big C word. And I said, but it's not. Like if you had the C word, there would be other factors. If you had an autoimmune, there would be other major blood tests that are more specific for autoimmune than a CRP and an IgM or whatever it was. Yeah. Yeah, like ANA is a big one. ANA is like the big one. And her ANA was negative. Her ESR is negative. Like she had so many negative ones. Oh, that's interesting, crazy cat lady. So I hate that she talks about her pain. And even if she was diagnosed with fibro or an autoimmune, the very first thing they would say, especially for auto or fibro, is lose weight, move your body. Yeah, in the States. Here you do not go to a rheumatologist for fibro. Absolutely not. Like, no way. The rheumatologist is pissy at you if you get referred to them for fibro. It's definitely a GP thing. Yeah, all of her health is driven by her weight and her diabetes. Exactly. Yeah, she tried to claim the big C. And oh, really? Chocolate queef? Yeah. And I think that her weight is going to be I think she's going to get osteoarthritis from it very shortly. Like if she gets a knee injury, she's screwed. She's absolutely screwed. And I'm not talking a pencil in the knee. And then she's talking about this misaligned ankle. No. She showed a picture of her x-ray when she broke her metatarsal, and it was properly aligned and it was fine. Like it would have healed normally. Even if she didn't wear a boot, even if she didn't wear a shoe, it would have healed normally. So, she's a little insane. And it's just interesting that she won't do anything to help herself at all. Like she's so far against doing anything to help herself. I don't know what a misaligned ankle is, to be honest. That's what she calls it. That's why she can't walk, because she's got a misaligned ankle. Like she thinks the bones are misaligned. But she broke her metatarsal. It wasn't near her ankle. And the bones are aligned. Because if it was misaligned in her metatarsal, she would have had surgery, right? She didn't have surgery. Yeah, Lyme disease is scary. I think it was her 5th, so the most outer metatarsal was broken. Yeah, fibro, like she could have fibro, like she could. She could. But having a diagnosis won't change it, because with fibro you have to, lose weight, become more mobile, work out or whatever. I don't know. I have fibro, and I don't think it's fibro. Oh, it could be. I could have fibro. It could be. And I have like the chronic fatigue, and sometimes I am so tired I can't even pull my arms up to put my hair into a bun, like into a ponytail. Like that's how exhausted my arms are. That's how exhausted I am. Like I can't. Sometimes I'm too exhausted to go to the bathroom. And when Rosie says that she's really fatigued, like then she makes like a potluck dinner for 8 people for herself. Like there's there's fatigue and then there's fatigue. You know what I mean? Yeah. 600 pounds. Like should be like, she's going to have like those joints. Those joints are not going to work forever. Yeah, stars. I had a knee injury at work, and I'm going to be getting a knee replacement in a couple months. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, she wants to have the worst break of the worst break. Yeah, I did go to a rheumatologist because like I had a positive ANA, I had a positive CRP, I had a whole bunch of positives. And then she looks at me, she's like, "You have fibro." And I'm like, "Yeah, that was diagnosed with that like 5 years ago." And she's like, "Okay, bye." And I'm like, "Are we not going to look at my positive?" I had another one that was positive. That's a very odd one to have positive. Like it's a definite for an autoimmune. I'll try to remember what it was. And that was like 10 years ago. And my mom has autoimmune, and my mom is treated by her. Like she treats my mom. And I'm like, it's, it's highly genetic as well. And she's like, "Okay, don't come back." I'm like, "I won't. Don't worry." Frustrating, but no, she cannot have someone worse than her. And then she said she has a hole in her hand, and I still have no idea what she means by that. I don't know how you like, is it like a stigmata? Like, how does she have a hole in her hand? And that's where the pain is. Like, that makes zero sense anatomically to me. They don't do Lyme up here. There's one person in my city that will test it, and then they send it to Germany. And I still have like the kit downstairs, but and it's like $700 to get it tested, but they send it off to Germany to test for Lyme, which is very interesting. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know what she was talking about. Very weird. All right, guys. I think that's it for me tonight. I have to go fix my dishwasher again. I don't know. I think I should become like a plumber or something because I'm getting really good at fixing appliances. I'm getting really good at it. Armin Labs. That's the one in Germany. Yeah. Yeah, I need to know about her BS levels as well, Frosty. Blood sugar under control. She needs to go see a doctor to see where she is. Like, she just needs a starting spot, see where she's at right now. Right now. Where is she at right now? And then, like a baseline. And she actually needs to put in some work. Like eating half a casserole dish of, what was it? What was it today? 2 egg rolls and hash brown pie or something. I don't know. I know. Like nothing. That there's no reason to have a hole. Hi, sweetheart. I know. She wants to. She's a one-upper. She was. I'd like to go over that, Stars. I might clip it down. I have to figure out how to do that. Just that lots of people have watched it between last night and tonight. Like, I think 5 or 6 people watched it, and I was like, fuck, nobody wants to see that again. Lord, Stars, the whole time you were on Top Chat. Carbs on carbs on carbs. And she was doing really good. Like when she first started. I had just I think I just had my surgery or was about to get my first surgery. And I was like, she's actually doing something. And I got a lot of recipes from her. And I'm like, if this person can do it, I probably can. And then I think I lost like 35 pounds. And she didn't. Yeah, could you? That was crazy when she was asking about the egg rolls. It's 3 a piece, right? So I still get one more. Like, she's very food aggressive. Okay, my sons need me because I don't know what they're doing right now, but it's looking very sus. All right, guys. Yeah. She ate 2 egg rolls and asked to eat a third. She wanted somebody else's egg roll. Or she had to make sure that she could have another one. Maybe we'll see you this weekend. Thanks for coming in and watching with me. And hit the like on your way out for good luck. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.